I'm Julie Goodnight, and this is Christy Landwehr, and we're here representing the Certified Horsemanship Association, and this is another video safety tip for you about the danger zones around a horse. We're here at Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado, and this is an American quarter horse gelding by the name of Dudley. So whenever you're around a horse, you're at risk, and you should always be aware of the horse, his behavior, his emotional feelings, and his movement. But there are particular areas around the horse that are more dangerous than others. Both in the front of the horse and the back of the horse, we have danger zones. The horse's vision is quite unique with the eyes on the side of his head, and that structure to his skull creates two blind spots in front of the horse. One is immediately in front of the forehead of the horse, so you want to be careful when you're handling horses not to startle him by touching him in places that he couldn't see your hand coming. And also there's a blind spot below the horse's nose where his vision is blocked by his skull, and so we want to be careful all around the front end of the horse. And this is a really important reason why we never duck under the lead rope, even when somebody's holding the horse, especially not when the horse is tied, because you're entering that horse's blind zone and you're between his teeth and his head and his feet, and that's a really bad place to be. So we always take whatever time is necessary to either walk around the back end of the horse or all the way around the front end of the horse if we need to change sides. So also, the horse has a blind spot directly behind him. So I'm going to walk very carefully around Dudley here, and I'm going to stay in contact with him, and he'll hear the sound of my voice. And I know he can see me now because I can see the corner of his eye. If I can see his eye, he can see me. But as I step directly behind the horse, I enter his blind zone. And so often the horse will turn his head to one side so he can see me, but I guess Dudley doesn't care. There's his eye over there. So if I'm directly behind the horse and I can't see his eyeballs, he can't see me either. So whenever we're working behind the horse, we want to stay very close into the horse. We want to stay in contact with the horse and always keep talking to him so he knows exactly where you are. And of course, avoid this area whenever possible. Basically, a horse has three weapons at his disposal if he should ever get aroused to the point that he needed to fight his way out of a situation, or if he was in pain or angered or startled or scared. He might lash out with any of his three weapons. So on the front end of the horse has his teeth and biting and even ramming with his teeth as a weapon. He also has his front feet and striking forward. Striking is a particularly dangerous behavior of the horse because, for one thing, it's lightning quick, and he can strike so fast that you might not have time to get out of the way. And the second reason is the horse has the ability to rear and strike and come down on top of you, and that would be a very dangerous situation to be in. So keep in mind that between the teeth of the horse and the front feet of the horse, there's just as much danger in front of the horse as there is behind the horse. So we always want to give a reasonable distance. My horse's head is a big, heavy object. He can move it suddenly in any direction, so I don't want my head anywhere near his head. And I want to keep a reasonable, safe distance around the front end of the horse as well. Of course, we all know horses can kick. All horses kick, all horses bite, and all horses strike, given some circumstance. So we always want to be careful of the horse kicking as well. Kicking is with the hind feet of the horse, and I just want to show you that not only is the horse capable of kicking behind him, but he can also kick to the side as well. And so we're just going to use Dudley here to square him up, and I want to show you then the full kick range of the horse. And I'm going to give him a moment to relax. And sometimes an older horse has a little stiffer joints, so he has to relax into the stretch. But if I let him relax his leg and pull his leg all the way forward, you'll see he can reach his leg almost all the way to the front legs of the horse. So I'm just going to draw a line here representing the forwardmost range of the horse's kick. And now I'll ask for his foot again. And give him just a minute to relax, and I'm going to stretch this foot to the side and see if I can show you the full length of where he can kick to the side. Right about there. So now I'm going to draw a line in the sand here. And then of course the horse can kick the full length of his leg to the back. So that's going to be about here. Now what's important to realize is that any time I'm within these lines, I'm within the kick range of the horse. And it's not that we're never going to enter the kick range of the horse, it's just that you must always be aware of it when you do enter the kick zone. So for instance, when I clean out my horse's front feet and I bend down in order to clean it out, my head is in the kick zone of the horse. That doesn't mean I'm never going to clean his feet out, it just means I'm going to be careful and always aware when I'm in the kick zone, and always be watching the horse's feet and the horse's behavior to make sure it's safe that I'm there. Remember, we never want to kneel or sit anywhere near a horse. These are flight animals and they can be volatile in their behavior. So always stay on your feet. If I need to bend down, I can squat. I want to, when I'm working on the horse, if I have reason to bend down underneath the horse to inspect his belly, I always want to make sure I'm facing forward so that if he were to throw a kick, he would kick me in the back end where I'm well padded instead of kicking on the front end where I'm not. So you will have to bend down under the horse at times to inspect his underline and his belly. If I stay in contact with my horse and make sure I do it in a safe manner, I'm not likely to get hurt. So this is another safety tip brought to you by the Certified Horsemanship Association. Christy Landwehr and I join you from Colorado State University. And remember, be safe.